Hi everybody, my name is Troy. Today I'm going to be doing a little comparison of the best batteries to use with the Nano 200QX. So I have three batteries here. This is the eFlight 30C 850 milliamp hour battery. This is a Turnigy Nanotech 950 milliamp hour battery, and this is the Turnigy Graphene 950 milliamp hour battery. So we're going to do a few different tests on these batteries before we go and take it for a flight, and we're looking at the different batteries for the 200QX. So this is my 200QX. I also have a 250 Pro. That one I'll show off in another video. So what we'll do first is kind of compare the sizes of these, the weight, and the internal resistance, and then we'll go for a flight. Okay, so I just turned on my little scale, and first we'll look at the graphene. So this battery, and hopefully the camera will focus, is a 950 milliamp hour 65C discharged battery, which means you can safely pull about 59, 60 amps from the battery, which I think would be plenty to power a 200QX. So just to show that that cord's not on the ground, or that cable. So 50 grams, almost 51 grams for the graphene battery. And then we'll put on the Nanotech. The Nanotech is 950 milliamp hour, 25 to 50C discharge. We'll set that on there. 46.2 grams. And then the eFlight battery. Mine I've taken a little sticker off of, so that kind of came off. 46.4 grams. So the next thing that we're going to test on the batteries is internal resistance. So the graphene battery is up first. So we're going to do the internal resistance test on my AccuCell 6. So resistance. And as you see, now these are fully charged batteries. Let me show you that. 14.7, 14.6. So 19 and 18 milliohms on the Turnigy graphene. So now the Turnigy Nanotech, and I'll just show here battery meter 14.9, 14.9. I'm sorry, 419 and 419. Battery resistance. So actually lower on the Nanotech, so 14 and 11 milliohms for the Nanotech. All right, and now we have the eFlight battery hooked up. This battery, I will mention that I have had it the longest out of the three. So let's go to battery meter 419, did it again, 419, 418. So fully charged battery, and 22 and 19 milliohms. So it looks like the Nanotech has the lowest internal resistance. The graphene is, I would say, much higher internal resistance, and the eFlight battery a little more resistance internally, not that much compared to the graphene. Now I do have a JST to XT60 connector here. I don't know if maybe the connectors are going to add a little bit of internal resistance, might throw the numbers off a little bit, or exactly how accurate the AccuCell 6 is, but those are the numbers that we're getting. So one last little comparison between these three batteries. The Nanotech, I've done maybe 17 flights on, not that many. The graphene battery, and hopefully this will focus, this one is brand new. I've put one flight on the graphene battery, so I haven't actually used it all that much as of recording this battery test. And the eFlight battery I've had for maybe 30 flights, so significantly more than the other two. comparing the size, and let me actually pause this real quick. Okay, so comparing the size of the batteries, the smallest is going to be the E-Flite, and I brought my 200QX over so that you can see this fits in just fine. This is pretty much the stock battery, so that fits in. You can put the cover on, and everything works out just fine. The Nanotech, and this is going to be really hard to see on camera because really when I'm holding them, it's hard to see the difference, but the Nanotech is just slightly larger. It's really difficult to tell, but it's large enough to where it really doesn't fit inside. So what I did is I took a little Dremel tool and actually cut this out, this piece right here that pushes into the battery compartment for the servo lead for the camera. So I cut that out, and this now fits in here just fine. And I can put the cover back on and all of that. With the graphene battery is going to be the largest, which is pretty easy to see the difference in size between those. So the graphene battery is really not going to fit in the stock frame. With the modification that I have done, it barely pushes in. Now you'll notice that there's a crack right here. That actually happened just from regular flight, but it barely fits inside. I'm not going to push it all the way in because I'm not going to fly this battery just yet. So the graphene battery is really only going to work on a aftermarket frame for the 200QX. So which battery should you buy? I've ordered them here in best to worst. I would say the Nanotech is going to be the best battery to use for the 200QX because one, these are like $7, $6, $7, really inexpensive, so you can get quite a few of them. Whereas the E-Flite battery, which is more readily available in hobby stores, these are like $16. So you can get two of these for the price of one of these, and the internal resistance shows that this is a higher quality battery. Now, I put the graphene battery right in the middle simply because it's like $1 more than the Nanotech. So I think I paid like 6 something for this one. I paid like 7 something for this. Other than it not really fitting in the frame of the 200QX in the stock frame, it is a good battery, and because of the price, you could get like 2 of these for the price of one E-Flite battery. So if you are looking for batteries to fit into your 200QX, I would go with the Nanotechs.